Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The great team, the people's team. That is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. We're up and running then.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game, Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Xavi. Good, strong midfield running here. Charge, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Johor Darul Tazim are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Look at the Zlatany! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Johor Darul Tazim definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And they've got a throw. Adriano. And it's Cruyff. Oh, he's found support out wide. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack.
Johor Darul Tazim really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Xavi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Ronaldinho! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a pretty loose pass. And a goal kick. Aims beyond the defence. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now then, the ball's come loose. Closing in on goal. And claimed it back swiftly. That's a delicate... Can he finish? And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Corinthians are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress. Ronaldinho! Oh, he's hit the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Adriano. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary. Ronaldinho. Cucurella is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Cucurella. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Cucurella. Xavi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get it through? Cucurella receives it in a good position. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção! O fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio. Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We're on the move again. 45 minutes to change their fate.
Camisa 15.
It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! Goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal.
It's Ronaldinho! And he hits the net. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Great vision. Gerrard. He has a look up. Ball swung in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Cruyff. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Stojkovic. And this is Adriano. Out towards the flank. Cafu is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tries a shot! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Corinthians really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
He leaps for it! Can he get on the end of this? Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. Chance for a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Michel Platini. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is one way to stop him. Johor Darul Tazim do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner it is. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And that has put paid to that. Cafu. Adriano. Luis Suarez. Good ball. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely bit of skill. Varane wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence don't... Towering header! And a neat finish! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Well, they may be down. A header! Desai getting this one clear.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 7, camisa 11, Ronaldinho.
And that is expertly dealt with. That pass isn't the best. Cafu. And here's Stojkovic.
Camisa 9, camisa 18.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substituição.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Little pass back. Some really good ball movement. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. And the counter is on. Seedorf. He's had it taken off him. And he's intervened well there. And it's Cucurella. Raul. And the through ball. He is through. Platini! And that's a good finish. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Johor Darul Tazim still making a fight of this. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Gerrard. Threads one in. Platini in acres of space out wide. Cafu. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's picked his way through. Showing great feet there. That is a crunching tackle. 5 minutes to add. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's got away. Stojkovic ploughing through the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get rid. Seedorf. Ambitious ball here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and
Shevchenko! And again! It's fallen kindly here! Big moment! Massive goal!
what a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Just eases him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. He has a look up. He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Can he get on the end of this? Shevchenko. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he can thump it away. Spread it left. Cruyff. He's picked his way through. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, they've got it again. Hullet. Looking to play him in. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Johor Darul Tazim are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Shevchenko. Olise. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Kimmich. Olise. Platini. Oh, super ball. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Howson gets a foot in here. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to him. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's going across goal. And here's Cruyff. And this is Adriano. And here's Hullet. Bullet ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tacho was in no mood for any of that. Knocks it into space. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot!
Johor Darul Tazim certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Platini. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Goes for goal! Platini. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Johor Darul Tazim go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Real chance! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think.
And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Stood up well to him there. This ended up in no man's land. And it's Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's come loose! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking for the run. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Messi! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Olise, he has found the way through. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Getting up there! And that's a tiny finish. Just one goal in it now. Game on! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Johor Darul Tazim cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
He shifted it to the flank. Adriano. Chance! In he goes again. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Substitution on the field.
Number 24 with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
11, Bullets. Number 3,
Shoots!
coming on the field. Number 13,
Takes a shot!
Number 10,
Oh, extraordinary.
Number 15,
What a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Johor Darul Tazim perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pacho gets across to intercept that. Serginho, well, played right into his path. He is just caressing the ball, and he shoots! Gerrard. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Platini. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good-looking delivery. No way through, so back it. Big chance! It's hit the crossbar. Nicely spread.
That's exactly what they need to keep.
Chance for a shot! Romero is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Thuram cuts out the pass. Irwin. Adriano. Great vision. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gerrard. Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Gives it back. Clipped into space. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 4, Vieira.
It's an
Coming on the
exciting looking
field,
ball, that.
number 8, Mbappe. Number 18.
Cute ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Indonesia really will have to throw everything at this now. And it's been hooked away. Gerrard. 4 extra minutes added on. Duke. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Hazard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kukçu. He's a sharp little ball here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Just a quick
So,
reminder
Jim, how do
today,
you reflect
please
on what we've
refrain
seen? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at...
He's had a shot! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Ernest. Nicely weighted ball. Pinches it off him. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And that has left him in a heap. Now he's got space here. And he's intervened well there. Referee's given a throw. Timber. He won't be happy with that one. Pele running with intent.
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Schlotterbeck. Done delicately. Iwobi. That's going across goal. Desai can get it clear. First quarter of an hour gone. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this shoots! He's delivered all right! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Ernest.
Johor Darul Tazim are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Adriano always looking for that half a chance. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dani Olmo. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Pele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dani Olmo. Oh, and the shot! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Olmo. He's through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adriano. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Iwobi is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And it's Olmo. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Danny Olmo. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. And here's Batistuta. Danny Olmo. Great vision.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cruyff. Threads one in. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Gerrard. And this is Pele. Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries a shot! It's hit the crossbar. And he can thump it away. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta. Danny Olmo. Chance here to counter. Danny Olmo. And he's managed to get free. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here.
And an exciting one too.
There's still a
We're
maybe
about
at
to
play.
announce today's
Maybe
hockey
they'll
numbers.
thrive on
Please
the
watch the
adversity.
screen if you have a ticket.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cruyff! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Pele. Number 18, Vanes.
Sends it crossfield.
Coming on the field, number 11, Bullet. Number 17.
And again, he sorted that out terrifically.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Johor Darul Tazim with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And a chance! It's a goal! Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Well-timed, excellent interception. Gerrard. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff picks it up out wide. That's a sharp pass. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here. And Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Spread to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the far post.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Here comes a towering header. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Substitution on the field. Number 21,
Johor
Adrian.
Darul Tazim have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Coming on the field, number 20,
Deftly away.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 4,
Johor Darul
Vieira.
Tazim have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is expertly dealt with. Shot, surely! Oh, good finish! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Chance! Off the post. It's in. And they've got their lead back. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Hullet. And he welcomes it in. Played into the box.
Johor Darul Tazim really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's come to nothing.
Chelsea really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Batistuta knocks it into space. Out of play for a goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. And that's been drilled in.
Added minutes
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Dani Olmo. Batistuta on 2 now and looking for 3. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Can he latch on to this? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Good play on the left-hand side here. And the through ball. Schneider has the space to scheme. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Adriano.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to pass it through. Picks out brilliantly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Platini. And it's Hullet. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Eto'o. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. This is a promising build-up. Adrian, shot, surely! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Johor Darul Tazim are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff! It's and again! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Johor Darul Tazim are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Adriano!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Johor Darul Tazim have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson cuts it out, and the counter is on. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to... It's Adriano! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure, and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you...
Can he finish? Schneider! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So could they be onto something here? And it's Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary. And this is Eto'o. Cruyff. Adriano could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Now it's Hullet. where it came from. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Albert Ferrer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aubameyang. And he's managed to get free. Arsenal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. Johor Darul Tazim have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta. Howson. It's Albert Ferrer. Roberto Baggio. And this is Eto'o. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aims beyond the defence. Played into space. And this is Cruyff. And it's diving header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Adriano!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Johor Darul Tazim claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Bullet. Spread to the right. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick... Eto'o! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, that's delightful. And he's whipped it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Platini. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Eto'o. Great vision. It's a loose ball. Adriano with 2 goals already to his name. Roberto Baggio. So much chance! And it's in! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Schneider. Vieira. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Now it's Hullet. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, no joy this time. Desai. Could be danger here. And Aubameyang! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Eto'o shoulders the responsibility. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
21.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Number 11.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose
Number
now.
20.
Roberto Baggio.
Rummenigge. Number 9.
Now,
Raul.
can they get him away? Johor Darul Tazim do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Maldini. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Looking for the run. Incoming to getting up there! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they've got rid. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's well spotted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down.
There's the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Rummenigge. So what can they make of this? Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Maldini makes the interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Joe! Crossbar comes to the rescue. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Arsenal have their third corner. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well, they've got it again. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Yeah.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira is the team's great visionary. Now it's Aubameyang. Maldini. Vieira. Rummenigge. And the referee brings it to a close. Johor Darul Tazim illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Today to please take all the
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Johor Darul Tazim absolutely shot.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves...
And the shots! Wonderful from Del Piero!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Desai with the clearance.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Impressive jump! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that was very necessary. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, strongly challenged there. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pass is just off target. Quarter of an hour played. He is starved of space and time. Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Azar. Del Piero. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Thuram clears without hesitation. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Driving forward. Adriano shifted it to the flank. And here's Vieira. Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, nice touch. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Vitinha. Oh, it's Del Piero. Lovely feet. And Del Piero! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram. Vieira. Belletti. And it's Belletti. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Keeper's got good distance on that. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation.
Johor Darul Tazim truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, that That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Hazard. Played into the box. And that's the keeper's ball. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that was vital.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The referee says that is that for the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Johor Tazim coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Vitinha. And here's Del Piero. Look at the space here. And the finish! That's going to go a long way. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all. Johor Darul Tazim have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Adriano looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Vieira does well not to be outdone there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Some good work on the right flank here, and it's made its way to him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Gullit on net. Gullit! And he's stuck it away. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 23.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 6.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Le numéro 14. Le numéro
Paris
9.
Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Changement en cours.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in a great position. And Hullet! And that's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Johor Darul Tazim go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Johor Darul Tazim perhaps contemplating their next change here. Adriano is the guilty party there. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. He's picked his way through. Strong running down that left flank. He's gone for goal! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vitinha has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And this is Ronaldo. There's the shot! He's got a goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 3. Raphaël.
So we have movement on both
Pour le
benches.
remplacer, le numéro
Paris Saint-Germain
15.
cut their deficit and look
Attention,
raring to go again.
changement.
Well, I think they have...
Getting up there! And a neat finish! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he's picked out the run.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Vitinha. Schneider. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ernest.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he welcomes it in. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. Desai gets... And there goes the final whistle. Johor Darul Tazim have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And that's been well dealt with. Takes the shot! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Knocks it into space. That's really well cleared. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Girassi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're urging him to shoot. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vieira. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Driving on and making... Girassi! It's a loose ball. Oh, well played, well played. Vieira can clear it away. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's Drogba. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. Ball's played through. Savinho wants to run onto this. And this is Drogba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cruyff. Now it's Girassi. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's made its... Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Girassi. Rijkaard. And the counter is on. Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Scholes. Hullet. Now it's Platini. Vieira aims beyond the defence. It's Adriano! And he's done it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Johor Darul Tazim are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Desai gets over and intercepts.
That's going in strongly.
Tries to pass it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Drogba. Now it's Savinho. And he's well positioned. There's the shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Girassi. Oh, good read. Girassi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Girassi. Good ball, good take. Played with finesse.
Added time.
And the ball's come loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Wan-Bissaka crosses it in. Desai. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. And he's picked it up out wide.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bullish header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Girassi constantly looking for the ball into the box. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Hullet. And he plays one through. Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, he's been close for a shot! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Johor Tazim leading. Big chance! Rijkaard gets it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Platini. Oh, good effort! And it's in! And he is just ripping it up! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Johor Tazim now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Johor Tazim have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. And back to the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was quick to react. Adriano being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Michel Platini. Colombia can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Drogba! And that's a good finish. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Vieira.
So we have
Number
movement on
24,
both benches.
Johan Cruyff.
A shift in momentum,
Number
perhaps.
21,
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden,
11,
this one's totally up for grabs.
Coming on the field. Number 42,
Tries to play it through.
Toure.
Played through for him.
Number 13,
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Torres.
Number 8, Mbappe.
That looks a decent ball.
Substitution in progress.
Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Platini! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. There's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Mbappe. And it's Michel Platini. Looking for the run. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Torres. Played out to the left flank. That's very neat. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's having a shot! And the difference is still one. But only just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
And he's managed to get rid.
Colombia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? He's on it, can he get away? He might be in here! Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
There will be 5
They forced the
minutes
error
added time.
and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. 5 minutes to add. Scholes. Nicely weighted ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the shot, surely! Holland! That is brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. Drama! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. The Hortarul Tazim have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference.
And
Well,
now,
how will we look
to
back
all
on
members
that?
of the crowd,
Well, Peter,
I'd
this
like
was
to ask
probably
you to
more
join me in
slugfest
wishing
than
our
a game of
birthday
football,
boy
but
a
I actually
very
found it
special
very
birthday.
enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this.